Greetings and salutations, universe. This is Creeta, and as you expected, the building is done. Yeah, no it's not, but we have made some good progress. We have a whole bunch of IV machines, and we have hooked up all sorts of patterns into them. I'm liking this. I didn't have an autoclave set up in the last base. I should have. This is fantastic. But yeah, this is looking lovely. We have 3 sets of assembling machines, one for tin, polyethylene, and silicone rubber, I think. Yeah. Need to set up some patterns for that, but we can just sort of toss wires in here that we want to have wrapped. And once I have one of those circuit things, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. I believe it's on 24. Doink. There we go. I can basically wrap any cable I want in this fellow now, and everything just works. Quite certain that it will. Hello? Hello? There you are. Very nice. I'm watching the TPS, and it looks like we're doing pretty well. We even had a really nice one up here with a mean tick time of 10. So I'm starting to notice the lag go down as we come here. And I'm going to be doing a test run using 4X CEFs. These guys don't have any cables going on. I don't know if that was the issue in the old base, but I don't know. This base is going to be focused on active crafting, and the old base was focused on passive crafting. So, who knows? Maybe we'll see a difference. I even set up a little fluix making chamber right here. I need to set up a little... what is it? I need to set up a way of automating this. Need to think on how to do that. I think it should be as simple as having an interface next to another interface. All right. And what we want is a Greg Tech chest. Slot 1. No, we want a normal one. That's okay. I guess we can go with a stainless steel. They're pretty. So we place one right here. And then what we want is a conveyor belt. HV is totally okay. Oi. Come here. Oh, but there's an EV one. We'll grab one of those. We're going to slap the EV guy right there and grab... oh, not that. We need the screwdriver. Aha! Yes. And that's on export. So any items that come from this interface will go into this chest, push it into this interface, which effectively would just act as like a storage module, and all of the items will immediately get pushed into there. From there, we need a vacuum chest, which I just saw one for a brief moment. Having all sorts of issues with Applied Energistics. I probably have to update it, or maybe update the pack itself. Unsure. And from here, we're going to item filter fluix, like so. So the only items that this thing is going to try and grab is the fluix, and we can reduce the range on that just in case that is an issue. But I think 4 will work, and then we can even push out on the backside. Does it not have that option? Hide range. Where's the... Alright, we'll place this thing right here, and then item conduit that out. Right? Doink. Auto export and insert. Okay? So, in theory, this should function as making a... what we want is a processing. We want to use a... oi. See? It keeps blinking on me. I find that it works a lot better if we take out the singularity. It seems to be getting really grumpy. That's why I tried adding more energy, Gonna try a few more things, but that is where we're at right now. So 1 quartz and another normal quartz, which is at the old base, so I have to put that back in to see it. There we go. Quartz, redstone, and this is going to make 2 fluix. So doink, doink, and that's our pattern. Put that in this spot, and let's give it a try. Magnet is off, and I want to try and make fluix. Need to hook that up to the AE. Alright, now let's try. Fluix, let's make 100 of them. Start. All the items should appear right there and get turned in to crystals. Nice. Now unfortunately they need a way to move to the vacuum chest, because that's not an ideal vacuum. Do we have a better vacuum? I don't see one. It does seem that this is the best one, so we'll just move it. That's okay. No big deal. Vacuum chest configured. We're going to slap that down right there. Make sure that you are not trying to do that. And always active. Now the fluix crystals will flow out of there and into our system, and we have a functioning fluix thing. I don't know why I never made that before, but hey, now we have that, and I don't think we have 1,000 fluix crystals. I think that's like a duplication error. Yeah, having all sorts of problems with the applied energistics. Have to update that. Anyway, I didn't plan on recording that, but you know, things happen. So the thing I do want to talk about is oxygen. And after thinking about it for a little while, I want to come up with a usable solution to the oxygen problem. Okay? And what this is probably going to entail is figuring out some door that will work for what we need. This could be either a piston door, or I'm really hoping that fused quartz that is not solid for players will not let oxygen through. I already tried it with sneaky blocks. Doesn't work. It fails miserably. But maybe the fused quartz that has a player token in it could work. So let's try and figure that out. Does this use anything? It looks like it. Basically any soul vial along with a mob filter will make a player token. So better make that. Thankfully, they're pretty easy to make, along with the soul vials for basically anything. Really easy to make. So we have what we need. All we have to do is go and grab our soul binder, but yeah, I'm not making another one of those right now. So back to Rustville and into our little workshop, which we definitely need to make another one of these ASAP, along with fill in these strange little holes. Slice and splice soul binder. Here we go. Soul vial, this thing. Oh, it's gonna do that to us. Oh, that's frustrating. Okay, well, I'll take care of this, and we'll have a test momentarily. Thankfully, we get 8 per player token, so a whole stack, just like that. Nice. Can we also dye it? Just for a teensy bit of the nice, lovely green color. I would not object much at all. No network power. I have all the network power. Look at that. It's right there. Network power. Leave me alone. I even have more down here somewhere. So what is going on here? Look at that. Look at this dense. Oh. Alright, so network tool, 179 million RF. You're using a teensy little bit. Okay, anywho, dye it green. And this is how I'm going to test it. We have a location right here. We're going to replace a little bit of this glass with the fused quartz. Has a nice little green outlier. And if we are able, we'll be able to, if it works, we can take off our helmet and not suffocate. So oxygen trace, I think that's good. so... Oh! Yes. Yes, indeed. So, if we go out here, we're probably going to die. Yep. Okay. Move back into the room, and not dying, but swirling. Okay, look away from the camera. Oh, that doesn't feel very good. But that is excellent news, because we're going to be able to use this glass as doorways between rooms that have oxygen. Alright, hopefully we can move between the rooms quick enough so that the game doesn't think that we're in a room without oxygen. Not too sure how that'll function, but something like this should do nicely, and then we'll fill that room with oxygen, fill the hallway with oxygen, etc. It might work. Eh? Eh? Look at that. It flickers. Need to figure that out. I had way more than that. Where is all of my platinum? There's a little bit of it. Ah, there we go. Oi. Platinum. I guess we'll grab this stuff. Can turn that stuff into this stuff. Alright, let's get this room full of oxygen and test out this theory. Because then I can AFK and not cheat. Eh? Yeah. Okay. This looks like it might work. Alright, so we have our gas pad on top, so we can jump up here and charge up. We have a... I don't know why my brain wants this. I want a big oxygen amount, so that in case we run out, this room takes a long time to run out. If something in our machines break, this thing will eventually be full, and everything will be fantastic in here. I mean, power will be a bigger concern, but, you know, this is okay. Now, for the actual test. So we can walk out of this room, okay? If I want, I can put that glass up here as well, and we can jump into this room. But, can we take the helmet off? Dang it! Okay. I walked around a little bit. I couldn't find the problem, and it turned out that we forgot to turn it on. Whoopsies! Anyway, helmet off. We are good. If we walk out of this room, we are not good. So, that seems to have solved our problem. This is a little bit, unfortunately, strange looking. We'll probably tinker around with this a little bit more. This is just a very important one, because this, I hope I can train myself that this is my AFK spot. This is where I go to chill out, and I don't just allow myself to sit right here looking at these machines, and then I walk away from the computer and... bleh. Hoppers are very much my friend. Oh, this is fantastic. Yeah, so happy with this solution. I think we're going to be in a good place here. Slightly unfortunate that it has to be done in a soul binder, but we have a system that works very well for that. Alright, let's see if we can actually get a quest completed, so that I feel like we made progress. I know we made progress. I want to feel like we made progress. And the way that I think I want to accomplish that progress is approaching the qubit processing unit. I really want these circuits. It'll make me happy. Alright, so indium is made with a chemical reactor. You get a teensy little bit of it out of the indium concentrate. And we get lead and zinc. Huh. Well, I'll take a look at that afterwards. But to get this stuff, we have pulverized or purified spherulite and galena, along with sulfuric acid. Now, I've been secretly collecting these, so we are in good shape there. We have plenty of sulfuric acid, so it should be as simple as reaching in here and watching how fast we can make 10 of these crazy things after we have some rings. Okay, need to automate that. Whoopsies. Or we can just use some rods for a minute and ignore the automating of that until later. So, chemical reactors, let's make 10 of these things. Start. Alright, let's observe. Why are you trying to craft those? Cancel that. Anyway, look how much faster our nanoprocessors get made now that we have everything in the form of, well, pretty specifically these guys over here. These little guys make our circuits so much faster than what we were using before. We were using one EV guy to make one of these things. Now we're using 4 IV, so that's what, 8 times faster? Love it. Can't get enough of it. But all we need is really just 2 of the chemical reactors to get us started. Temporary setup? Probably a temporary setup. So what we want is also some CEFs. We're just going to grab these. Oh, our food ran out, but that's all good. Slap, slap, chemical, chemical, and put in what we need. Now, I think that this should be quite straightforward. All right, we're going to have indium be made in this system. We're pulling out with this the purified spherulite, galena, and aluminum into these locations. This guy is making the indium concentrate. We're going to make sure that that flows to the right, activating this thing, and we immediately get indium. That's pretty good. Oh, we have to make that all proper, don't we? Do we just put another machine there? Maybe. And I'm also getting rid of the lead zinc solution. Don't know if I'll actually do anything with that, but we'll take a look at that later. For right now, we have a little bit of indium, and I'm guessing that that is a quest complete. Yay! Oh, that's fantastic. All right, now, what do we need to do? Probably we can go ahead, not Genesis, we're in the late game. Get out of here. We can make qubit processing unit, but first we need to get a bucket and recognize the fact that we have the capability to make the quantum eyeballs. Eyeball, whoa! All right. Liquids are chill? Oh, okay. There's the, oh my, stop blinking! All right, item name. I guess number of items? Mod? Alright, now you're chill. Are we chill? We're chill. Right click? There we go. Propene, empty, thank you. Radon, fantastic. Quest complete. Doo-doo-doo! Yay. Oh, that's good. And quantum eyes is already done, so now we can get the qubit CPU, which I'm sure is some quantum eyes with nano CPU. Gallium arsenide or indium gallium phosphide. What was the conclusion? It's that this one is really hard to make. Gallium arsenide, arsenic. I'm guessing we don't have access to this. Cobaltite. We probably have that then. Do we have arsenic? We have a little bit of arsenic. How about that? Gonna have to figure out what we want to do in terms of that. But right click, in that you go. Man, liquids are definitely going kind of haywire there. Probably the oxygen. Yeah, it's probably the oxygen flowing into our system right here via the ender tank. Yeah, that's causing all sorts of wonkiness right there. Now, this thing should just kind of keep going, and we're going to keep getting indium until that fills up. But unfortunately, it didn't stack the way I wanted to. That's quite sad. Okay, what way do we want to go? The other route instead uses indium gallium and a tiny bit of radon. This skips the slow crafting of quantum eyes using far less, but requires infrastructure in place for obtaining indium. Slow and requires substantially more radon. Indium gallium phosphide is the solution. So let's pull that up. Indium gallium phosphide. This is what we want. Ingot? Is it the dust? There we go. Chemical reactor, qubit. We want to make this stuff. So that's just indium, phosphorus, and gallium, which is pretty easy. In fact, I think we can do that right away. Toss that in there. Yes, please. Fantastic. Indium. And can we just make this stuff right off the bat? Hey, that totally works. Alright, and chemical reactor, we want some radon and nano CPU wafer. I think we have plenty of those, so we're probably just going to grab a chemical reactor. I thought I made a bunch of those. I did. There we go. Chemical reactor. Fantastic. We're going to grab the... not the chem. We need the nano CPU wafers. Beautiful. And we're going to want some radon. So let's set that up. There we go. That totally worked. Okay, cool. So, as long as this is always active and we call some radon, just like so, yoink, this guy should fill up with the stuff. It's actually quite a lot. That's okay. This is going to give us our fun little qubit processor thingamabobbers, CPU wafer. Fantastic. I can take these over to a cutting saw, which I think was this one. Is it you? Cutting machine. Fantastic. Toss that in there. It saws it up. And qubit. Qubit CPU. Haha! Quest complete. Oh, that's fantastic. Alright. How are we doing in terms of this stuff? What do we need for multi-layer fiber reinforced thing? I feel like we're about to have another chemical reactor temporarily set up. Alright, this is going to look terrible, but this is a temporary setup, so everything's okay. Here's our electrum foil, and then we just need our fiber reinforced circuit boards. Fantastic. We're going to toss that into this terrible... oh, it looks bad. But here we go. Multi-layer fiber reinforced circuit boards. Quest complete. So I'm going to have to set all these up in a better location. This was very temporary, I promise. I promise. And we're going to have to call it there. We have sort of taken care of a bit of quests right here. I think we did those last time. We took care of these right now. And in the next episode, we're going to be able to make quantum circuits, the fourth and final tier 4 circuits. And then I'm going to have to go into our system and look at all the things that take different circuits all over again. And that's going to be a lot of fun. But look at this. I set up some extruders, and we already have some like super basic gear recipes in here, and this can expand as necessary. Speaking of which, I want to make that ring recipe earlier, which I was unprepared for. Tungsten steel ring. Hello. There we go. It is right there. Oi. Extruder. Fantastic. Extruder. Doink. Plus. Here. Beautiful. Doink. Perfect. And jump on over here. I love the jumping here. It's so fun. The low gravity is hilarious, and I'm so happy that we're here. It feels just splendid. Anywho, I hope that you are doing well as well, and I hope you forgive me for this ugly, terrible mess. But don't worry, it's temporary, and I can now take my stuff off. Anywho, this has been Creeta playing Omnifactory. Bye-bye!